Hey YouTube, Ed here with Jack of All Trades and welcome to another video. So exactly like the video title says, I took $300 and I went to Harbor Freight and I bought a bunch of hand tools. Now these are basically hand tools that most DIYers, home mechanics, things of that effect would want in their garage or in their shop to do most basic home repairs and projects. So with that, let's go ahead and let's relocate the camera and let's get this video started. So like I said in the intro, I took $300 of my own money and I went to Harbor Freight and I bought tools. Now, I have never asked any of my subscribers or viewers to support me financially through either Patreon or any other kind of account like that. All I've ever asked for is to have you hit the like and subscribe button down below, and that is the most support I will ever ask any of my viewers or subscribers on this channel. So you'd be doing me the honor of making sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it really does help support the channel. So with that, let's go ahead and let's get into this video. Okay, so what does $300 get you at Harbor Freight? Well, everything you see in front of you came from Harbor Freight, and the total cost of the bill was $318.12, and that was after taxes and everything else. And this is everything I walked out of the store with that day. So we're going to go over each of these items. I'll let you just know what my initial impressions of them are and what I think the quality seems to be like, although I haven't used them yet. And then we'll talk about prices and things of that effect. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing I'm going to go over is this 301-piece mechanics tool set, and that consists of this tray, and this box. Everything in those three items is part of that 301-piece mechanics tool set. With this mechanics tool set, you actually get a bit of a toolbox, if you will, or an organizational box to hold everything. So let's go ahead and let's talk about everything that we've got in this kit. Okay, so first let's talk about the cover. The cover is where all the screwdrivers and things are housed, and I'm going to admit to you, I do not expect great things from these screwdrivers. I fully expect that it won't take much to actually strip them out or break them, but to get you started, you have them. And the beauty of it is Pittsburgh tools all have a lifetime warranty on them. So if you do break one, you just go back to Harbor Freight, you hand it to them, and they will give you a new one. So they do have a lifetime warranty on them. So even though I don't expect them to last, and even though I expect fully that they are going to eventually break or strip out, they are a lifetime tool. And if you happen to have a rooftop location, Harbor Freight, in your town, like I am lucky enough to have, you just walk right into the store and you can go ahead and get them replaced. But you can see here you get a bunch of Torx handle bits, which are nice. I mean, these are always very handy. You get a stubby flat tip and a stubby Phillips head. You get a fairly wide variety of flat tip screwdrivers. This is the biggest one you get down here. It's not a huge screwdriver, but for most people that is going to be sufficient. And then you get three sizes of Phillips head, and then you also get a bit of a jeweler's set here. You also get a garden variety pliers, which has got a cutter in it. You get a side cutter, you get a needle nose pliers, and you get an 8-inch crescent wrench, all in the cover portion of the set. In this package right here are Allen wrenches, both metric and standard, and they're all long handles. So you do get Allen wrenches along with that. On the very bottom is your 1/2-inch drive socket set, and I got to tell you, I am really impressed with the inclusivity that they've got here. The shallow wells go all the way from 1.25 inches to 3/8 of an inch on this side. The metrics go all the way from 32 millimeter, all the way down to, I bet you it's 10. It is 10 millimeter. The deep wells go all the way from 1/2 inch to 15/16. The metrics go all the way from 13 to 26 millimeter, I believe it is. 24 millimeter, correction. You get a really nice, heavy half-inch drive ratchet. And I got to admit, I'm kind of surprised at how fine the clicks are. It's not real rough like you get with some of the really cheap Chinese ratchet wrenches. The clicks are relatively fine and they feel pretty heavy. So I've got good expectations. You also get a 10-inch extension. It looks like you get a 6-inch extension. Oh, it's a 5-inch extension. You get a 13/16 spark plug wrench, or spark plug socket, excuse me. And you also get a 5/8 spark plug socket because they've got the rubber inserts on them, which are designed for removing spark plugs. Very impressed with how many sockets you get in the half-inch drive. And once again, all this stuff has a lifetime warranty on it. All right, the next tray down, or the next tray up, I guess, is all your 3/8 and your 1/4-inch drive sockets. So on the standard side over here in the 3/8 drive, you go from 7/8 all the way down to 3/8 of an inch. On the shallows, you go from 7/8 all the way down to 5/16 of an inch. Now on the metric side, you go from 10 millimeter all the way to 19 millimeter on the deeps. And then on the shallow side, you go from 21 millimeter all the way down to 7 millimeter on the shallows. Then you get a 3/8 drive to 1/4-inch drive adapter, and then you start into your 1/4-inch drives down here. Now these are 1/4-inch drive metrics, and they go from 14 millimeter all the way down to 4 millimeter, and these are 6-point sockets. Then you get a 6-inch extension, 3/8 drive extension. You get a 3-inch 3/8 drive extension. You get a extension with a breaker on it. Then you come down in here into your 1/4-inch drives. On the shallow side, you go from 5 millimeter all the way up to 13 millimeter. Then you get 1/4-inch, 5/16 and 3/8 e-torques. Then you get 1/2-inch to 5/32 in a 6-point socket, and these are all 1/4-inch drive. And then you go from 1/2-inch to 5/32 in a 1/4-inch socket, and those are all 12 points. So you got 6 points and 12 points in the kit. And then in the deep wells, you go from 1/2-inch to 3/16. You also get a 6-inch long breaker bar, which is nice, very nice to have. You get the 3/8 drive ratchet, and again, the ratchets are fairly fine. The mechanism works really smoothly. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel chintzy. It's also got the push button lock on it, just like the 1/2-inch drive does. And the 1/4-inch drive socket is exactly the same. And these are all chrome coated. They all have really nice fine ratchets in them. I'm fairly impressed. Again, all lifetime warranty. And then you've got a 1/2-inch to 3/8 inch drive adapter. A lot of sockets in this tray. There's a bunch of sockets in here. Really impressed with that. Then we get into the top tray. So the first thing we want to talk about on this top tray is your set of combination wrenches over here. Now, I will grant you these are lacking a little bit. It only goes from 15 millimeter to 10 millimeter, and yes, those are probably the most common, but you're going to find that you're going to need more combination wrenches, which is why I bought more. Same with the SAE standards. You go from 3/8 inch down to or up to 5/8 inch. Again, that's a little lacking. Most common sizes right here that are used for most things. I did buy more of these because of this. You also get an additional set of Allen wrenches. These are short-handled Allen wrenches in both standard and metric. Then if you come over to this side, this tray's got a door that opens up and it holds all these parts captive. So what you've got here is Allen sockets, and it goes all the way from 9/16 to 1/16 of an inch in the Allen sockets. You also have metrics, and it goes all the way from 14 down to 2.5 millimeter, which is really nice. So you got a whole bunch of Allen sockets in both metric and standard. Then you get a whole bunch of torques. You get all the way everything from T70, which is huge in most cases, all the way down to T10. So you get a whole run of Torx bits, which is awesome. You also get some flathead screwdriver bits, which I generally find as a general rule, these things are for the most part fairly worthless, but they are there if you need them. You got that one screw that's just really being stubborn. You can actually hook this up to one of your ratchet wrenches and get a little more torque and leverage on it to get them broken loose. You've got the Phillips on number 1, number 2, and number 3. And then you've also got 3 square drive bits. You've got square 1, square 2, and square 3. This is the part I find kind of fun. You also have e-torque sockets here, all the way from E4 to E16. So you do have e-torques, which is really nice as well. And then you get 3 universal joints. You get a 1/4 inch drive universal joint, a 3/8 drive universal joint, and a 1/2 inch drive universal joint. The whole toolkit comes in a really nicely formed plastic box. Now, these 3 trays that sit in the bottom of the case, I don't expect there to be any problems holding these parts captive with those 3 trays. The ones in the lid eventually at some point in time are going to fail. Now all of those trays have got foam that fits in between them, and what I plan to do is I plan to take all 3 pieces of the foam and save them for as long as I possibly can and stack them all up on the top. That way when I close the case, it'll maybe hold those screwdrivers and stuff captive a little better. I don't know, we'll see. They've got really nice heavy latches on the case, which should do a really good job of holding it together, but I'm going to tell you, when you've got this thing full and it's time to go pick it up, it is heavy. I mean, there's some weight to this thing, and the weight on it, according to the Harbor Freight website, is almost 50 pounds. So that is a heavy box to be carrying around, but it's all here. It's all in one spot. And I got to say, I'm fairly impressed with how many tools you get in this package. So that whole tool set on a normal day at a normal price is $199.99. Now, like I said, the combination wrenches seem to be lacking a little bit, so I went ahead and I bought 2 sets of combination wrenches. I bought some metrics and I bought some standards. Each one of those combination wrench sets cost me $21.99, and the standard one goes all the way from 1 1/8 down to 1/4 inch. The metrics go all the way from 25 millimeter all the way down to 8 millimeter. So I added some combination wrenches to help augment the 301 piece mechanics tool set, so I've got a wider range of combination wrenches. I also went ahead and bought 2 more sets of Allen wrenches, and I did this because I know the nature of Allen wrenches, and the thing that Allen wrenches like to do is break, and they often break at the most inopportune time. So I went ahead and I bought another full set of metrics and standard Allen wrenches. Both of those sets of Allen wrenches came in one package, so I got them both in the same package, and they cost me $7.99. I also bought some additional tools, again, just to augment the 301 piece mechanics tool set. And of course, the first thing you're going to see right here is the force adjustable wrenches. Again, I bought these as a set. All 4 of them came in the package, and they were $14.99 for all 4 of these. Again, they're all Pittsburghs. Again, they should all have a lifetime warranty on them. I also picked up 3 curved jaw set of locking pliers, vice grips. They're not vice grip brand. They are Pittsburgh brand, I believe. Yes, they are. They're Pittsburghs. Right there, you can see Pittsburgh brand. So again, these should have a lifetime warranty on them. I bought those 3 to go with it because any man who's worth his weight in salt needs to have vice grips or locking pliers in his tool set. And so that 3-piece set cost me $10, $9.99. I've had these before. I really have never been disappointed with how well they work. They always lock really nice. They always pop really nice. And just like any other locking pliers, 9 times out of 10, what ends up breaking first is the spring. But that's, even the vice grip brand ones do that. So never had a complaint with these. I've had them before. They've got nice fat rubber handles on here. So when you're really wrenching down on it and you're really trying to lock these things down, you're not going to hurt your hand with it. And so those are really a nice set of pliers. I'm really happy with these. I've had them before, used them before. That's why I bought them again. And then finally, I went with the 5-piece deluxe plier set. Once again, just because the 301-piece kit really didn't come with much as in the way of pliers. You got the needle nose and you got the standard pliers, and then you got the side cutters. And so I got another side cutters for my efforts, but what I really wanted and what really made me buy this set is the slip joint pliers, aka channel locks. Now these are not channel locks because channel lock is a brand, and the standard, I call them farmer pliers. Every farmer I've ever seen, and I've worked on a farm, and as I worked on the farm, everybody always had a set of these pliers in their little plier pouch on their belt. I bought it primarily to get these, but I also figured it never hurts to have another needle nose, another side cutters, and another mechanics pliers with another side cutter in it. Some people call these fencing pliers. You can call them whatever you want, but it never hurts to have extra pliers. So I did buy the 5-plier set. They've got nice big thick rubber handles. They feel really good in your hand. And once again, they're Pittsburgh's, lifetime warranty on them. So I did also buy that. That set cost me $18.99. There you go. You have over 340 individual tools in this kit that's sitting on top of my bench top right here, and I paid $318 for it. You do the math. It's pretty simple. That's less than $1 a tool. That's less than $1 a tool for tools that all carry a lifetime warranty on them. You simply walk into a Harbor Freight, you tell them I broke this, they will hand you a new one off of the shelf. It is that simple. The only thing I don't know is how it works if you purchase these things online. I do not know if you have to take them back to a rooftop location or if you can send them back through UPS, FedEx, or the mail and get a new one in return. I don't know how that works because I've never experienced it. I have a rooftop location here in my hometown, and I always go right into the door. If you have knowledge of that or if you have experience with that, I would love to hear about it in the comments down below. Hit me with a comment and let me know how that works if you purchase these tools online or you do not have a rooftop location in your local town. That all being said, if you're liking these kind of videos and you're liking this kind of content and you want to see more of it, you could really be helping me out and supporting the channel by hitting that like and subscribe button down below and making sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified of upcoming videos. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it really helps me out with the monetization on YouTube, and it helps me do things like go to Harbor Freight and buy $300 worth of tools so I can bring you videos like this. So if you're liking these kind of videos, that is the best support that you can give me. We are very quickly coming up on 5,000 subscribers. You're not going to want to miss the 5,000 subscriber giveaway because we are going to do a really cool giveaway, and you're not going to want to miss out on that. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on that giveaway. With that, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. This is Ed with Jack of All Trades. As always, thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to everybody who watches my videos, and we will see you on the next video.